This is Anti-fascist Action Sydney reporting on some of the grassroots organising happening in Sydney against racism and the rise of fascism. On May the 2nd, a group of Irish socialist Republicans living in Sydney organised the Anti-Racism World Cup, an anti-racist, anti-fascist and anti-imperialist football tournament at Fraser Park, 100 Marrickville Road in Marrickville, Sydney. The tournament had 10 teams enter, with 5 aside. Many of the teams are affected by racism, fascism and imperialism, teams such as a Basque and Catalonian team and an Irish Republican team. The other teams were made up of football fans such as the Celtic Supporters Club and the Cove, supporters of Sydney FC. The football tournament gave a chance for people from different sectors of society that do not usually get a chance to associate together to build networks of solidarity and raise consciousness of how racism, fascism and imperialism affect us all in a fun way. The football is an international and working class sport and is a great way to build community. The football tournament was put on as a part of a response to the rise of the far right in Australia, the so-called Reclaim Australia movement, which is organised by neo-Nazis using and promoting a fear of Islam in Australia in a bid to recruit people into their extreme nationalist worldview, which has the effect of creating a groupthink that dehumanises anyone not part of the nation or the correct cultural norm, and labels any dissent as unpatriotic. Events like this help educate people on Islamic terrorism, revealing that it's more complex than simply all Muslims are baddies and Australianism is good, as it allows a friendly atmosphere where the realities of how Western imperialism in the Middle East has created huge death counts and widespread poverty, which allows an easy breeding ground for Islamic fascist groups to recruit and inspire terrorism against Westerners. The Irish Socialist Republicans, which put on the event, can understand the issue of Islamic terrorism within the context of Western imperialism, as the Irish have suffered hundreds of years of a foreign power, Britain, brutalising the Irish, and the resulting social misery and confusion that comes with imperialism. All across Europe, communities have been self-organising against fascist movements by creating their own non-corporate anti-racist and anti-fascist football tournaments, which have become extremely popular. Some people might think it's odd using sports as a forum for political ideas, but surely anti-racism and anti-fascism is better to promote than the usual corporate advertisements athletes are made to wear. What's more important, combating racism or promoting VB? The football tournament was sponsored by the CFEMU, the Construction, Energy and Mining Workers Union, that defends the interests of workers against capitalists that try to undermine the workers' conditions in order to make more money. The unionists I spoke to at the event said, "The reason we are sponsoring this event is because the workers I represent are from all different backgrounds and nationalities, and we need to fight racism as racism creates divides within the working class, making it easier for the capitalists to win." This kind of community building event is needed to combat the threat and influence of the rising far-right movements in Australia, such as Reclaim Australia. If people listening to this like this idea, why not organise your own anti-racist World Cup tournament in your own city? It's a good way of developing the skills of community organising, which is the knowledge required if you want to see positive change in society and also build a culture of democratic participation. It's also a good chance to reach out to different groups, such as the LGBTI communities or the feminist communities or the First Nation communities could be reached out to and asked if they would like a team in such an event, as the struggle against unjustified hierarchies and authorities is the one struggle for human liberation. In the description to this video, you'll see some links to how to do community organising. Also, please attend the next counter rally against the Reclaim Australia rallies. If we get enough people to come to the counter rally, we can really disrupt the organising of the far right and shut them down before they become a serious threat, as the kind of attitudes that they promote does result in real world violence. Please like Anti-Fascist Action Sydney on Facebook, as well as the Facebook page No to Racism, No to Fascism, No to Islamophobia, and the event for the counter rally. All these will be linked to in the description of the video. Thanks for watching. If you like this message and you think this kind of grassroots organising is interesting and inspiring, please share this video. And also please subscribe to this YouTube channel, as we have more reports of grassroots organising that doesn't get coverage by the mainstream media. Thanks for watching. Good luck fighting fascism.